It's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Right to the air is Jackson. That'll be caught right side. It's Butler. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
From the 17, Jackson to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching him try to take away that area of the field.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. From 17 yards out.
And the Ravens are on the board first here in this division round matchup.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Here we go, here we go. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He's going to let it go again. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted.
And the Ravens are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sidelines going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there. Wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Hey, come on. Hey, report! Report! Yeah. Right here. Report!
From midfield now, here's Jackson. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Not even 2 minutes into this football game, already we've had 2 scores.
You know how much I like to read about teams of old, right? The teams of yesteryear. There were some teams that were known as the point-a-minute teams. Well, obviously in a 60-minute game, that's 60-plus points. But 2 touchdowns in the first 2 minutes? My calculator doesn't operate that way.
And now on the other side, they better wake up. They haven't even gotten off the bus yet. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
A first carry here for Joe Mixon.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Burrow looking to pass. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? It looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
Down to the 42, 2nd down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Burrow will throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Joe Mixon,
34 yards.
and the Bengals have got it back to within a score.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He finds his man, complete. That's Rhodes. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now it's Jackson.
Right side complete to Butler. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. From just shy of midfield, Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 38-yard line.
Hey, middle.
Again, Jackson. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns. Tucker with the extra point. And it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. It's Mixon up. And the ball is knocked out. And the Ravens have got it. This defense, Charles, very opportunistic here early. A 2nd fumble recovery in this first quarter of play.
Yeah, you mentioned the right word, opportunistic and aggressive, because once they got the first fumble recovery, they were eager to get a 2nd one, and sometimes they just come in bunches. On the flip side, they've got to figure out how to hold the ball because the play calls seem to be okay. They're just not executing.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 2nd quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. Here's Jackson to throw. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. His throw incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
They go play action with Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is taken at about the 14. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
Yeah. You change it. Hey.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. To throw again on second down. Jackson. This is Butler making the catch. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And Jackson throwing once more.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Here we go.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
11. Gotta go.
Here's Burrow. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
On 3rd down, Burrow.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 41. But, Charles, I know you appreciate seeing this great defense, especially with the heightened intensity of the postseason. These two defenses, they have risen to the occasion to force back-to-back interceptions.
You know me well, Brandon. I always stand with my fellow defenders. And I love watching them make plays, and you nailed it. It's playoff time. This is when it matters most.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Jackson now. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 61 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd and 2, Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Here we go, here we go.
On 2nd and 9, Burrow. Man open, that's Ja'Marr Chase complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Just 3 catches in the wild card victory for him a week ago, and now he's got his first here, and it's good for a 1st down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now it's Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. And they go play action now. Burrow sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. It's caught at the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. On 2nd and goal, Burrow. He's got it. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
I'm wondering.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bengals get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They run the counter. Rhodes. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
13. Hey, come on. Hey, middle. You change it.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing is Jackson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That's a really good job in execution. They avoided the flag downfield and avoided giving up yardage for free. Really good coverage.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown. T. Higgins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. The extra point up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This one taken just inside the 10. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. From the 6. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL?
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making a big-time play?
Back to Mixon on second down. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want 4-1 over his head as this game progresses.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. And this won't make it. Off the crossbar and no good. And a big letdown there as this remains a tie game. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Butler. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Not too many teams will use a first-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the first round there. Nice little catch and run to get the good yardage. That's complete to Butler. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. On second down now, it's Rhodes. Has some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Jackson. Bateman's got it on the crossing route here. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from 7 yards out. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Got
The Bengals drive about to get going. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Here we go.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. Now it's Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. From the 6. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Jackson. He'll find Bateman once more. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. Here's Jackson. He gets this to Butler. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A big play there. 60 yards. And the Ravens have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Tucker down to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Burrow looking to pass. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
11.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now it's Mixon running right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 75 yards on the ground for him so far.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football.
Touchdown, Bengals! A 16-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And as a fan of the NFL, not much more you could hope for this divisional round matchup. Tie game, 4th quarter. A lot of these fans with their hearts in their throats waiting to see what happens here. Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Here's Jackson to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now it's Jackson. This one complete to Butler. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. On 1st down, it's Rhodes. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On 2nd down, it's Rhodes. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That good for 22 and a 1st down. Looked like they picked a heck of a time to run the counter.
And we've been saying that in this great game of football probably since we started playing. Anytime you get guys thinking you're going to go one way and you hit back the opposite side, it's a great chance it can turn into the type of play we just saw there. A big gainer.
So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. In motion goes the tight end. They'll run on 1st down. Rhodes. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Hold on, man. Hey, Ozzy, stop. Let's get a play first. Hey.
On second down now, it's Rhodes. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 69 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Hey, report. Report.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On first down, Rhodes. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Yeah. Let's go.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Rhodes. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. As the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Bengals will get the football back.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach is already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
He's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. This to book a trip to the AFC title game. And now the half not quite over yet. This is a live football on the miss. He's past the 30. And he is going to be taken down. But nearly an unbelievable finish. Certainly not what you're looking for. Well, what a game this has been, and now it'll take overtime to decide who goes on to the AFC title game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, CD certainly doesn't get any more exciting than this. Overtime in the postseason. Of course, keep in mind things are different than the old way it was. In the playoffs now, both teams guaranteed a possession, so a touchdown here, if they get one, the ball game will not be over.
And partners, we both know many people have called for this change before, and they finally got it.
Here we go.
After the Buffalo-Kansas City Classic in the 2022 playoffs, Patrick Mahomes and KC, they score first. Game over. Josh Allen and Bills never touched the football, and people hated that. Now if the game reaches OT, every playoff team has a chance to fight to extend their season. So the plan has got to be, if you win the toss and you take the ball, reach the end zone and score, and put as much pressure on your opponent as possible to try and win a game in OT in the playoffs.
On 2.
A 3 and out could really hurt here in this opening drive of overtime. Big third down coming. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. From the gun on third down is Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. The Bengals bring out their punter now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. Let's take it inside his own 40. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, they've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
In motion, the tight end. On second down, it's Rhodes. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
Now what can Jackson do here in overtime? And he finds his man. That's Butler. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And you definitely could make the case we might not even be in overtime had he not thrown 3 interceptions in regulation. But looking better here so far in OT.
Yeah, and when you think about what a coach is thinking at that point, because normally you've thrown 3 picks during the game, you might craft your play calling to be a little more careful. Not in this case. The green light still on for him.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jackson now. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Rhodes. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 14. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. All they need is a field goal. Any kind of score here on this second drive would be a game winner. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Rhodes. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Rhodes. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. And they're not going to let him get this one off. We have a whistle and a timeout as they'll try to put him on ice a bit. And they still have 2 timeouts left. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. And the kick is good. He puts it through, and they are moving on to the AFC Championship game. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the